UK media are always demanding that Harry and Meghan keep quiet. My family, I would also like to demand to the UK media to also keep their mouths shut about Harry and Meghan. Don't ask people, hey, what are your opinions, your thoughts about Harry and Meghan? If you want Harry and Meghan quiet, then you also, who have been the root of the problem, the root of the harassment of Harry and Meghan, you also must keep quiet. Keep your mouth shut. That is what the UK media should do. But that is not what they are doing. Still, they keep on yapping and yapping and yapping about Harry and Meghan, trashing them day in, day out, time and time again. Enough is enough. My family, what am I talking about right now? Now, someone called Juliet on Twitter posted a tweet saying this: I have never seen a country where politicians are being asked constantly about one couple more than the UK does with Harry and Meghan. My family, to which I ask myself, what is Juliet talking about? And I did a research, and it so happens that the US ambassador to the UK was asked a question about Harry and Meghan. My family, I am not even making that up. Allow me to show you a clip of what just happened on BBC. Taxpayer-funded BBC. The same BBC in which baby girl Lilibet Diana was bullied over a name. The point that Harry and Meghan had to call in the lawyers. My family, kindly please see and hear for yourself. Now, someone called Laura Kuenssberg tried to get the US ambassador to jump on the hate Meghan and Harry bandwagon. My family, this is just so despicable. Kindly, just hear this, my family. Hear this, please.
Yes. Okay, you've been here at an extraordinary time, as you said. You were sworn in while the Queen was still alive, and you've met the new King now. Yes. There's also been huge attention and discussion of Harry and Meghan's move to the US. Is there a lot of sympathy for Harry and Meghan in America, do you think?
I never like to go into family dynamic.
Okay, you've been here.
My family, please just hear this, once again. And when you are hearing and looking at it, look at the expression even of the interviewer. Because clearly, she must have been told by the producers to ask a question about Harry and Meghan because they were looking for negative comment. They were looking to get something to write clickbait articles that hate on Harry and Meghan Markle. My family, UK media are responsible for the hounding of Harry and Meghan out of the UK. And now, my family, that harassment is extending to even harassing, questioning a US ambassador, an ambassador to the United States of America, to bring them in to your royal drama that you, the UK media, have created to profit from and distract people from the poor economic report coming out, from the UK. For those who don't know, my family, allow me to report this, please, because people in the UK, they won't be told this. Hear this, please. UK economy to fare worse than any other country in the developed world. Let me repeat that. UK economy to fare worse than any other country in the developed world. While UK media focus on the bullying of Harry and Meghan, the economy of the UK is crumbling day after day after day after day. The cost of living crisis in the UK has become so bad. People are struggling to heat up their homes in the UK because of high energy costs. While the UK media, the BBC, that is taxpayer funded, is busy asking the US ambassador, trying to look for any negative comment surrounding Harry and Meghan Markle, to try and get a negative comment from the US ambassador. My family, remember one thing. From Harry's memoir himself, Harry's language was, when my wife and I fled from the UK, that was the language used by Harry. Careful language, because that is what happened. They fled from the UK. They did not leave willingly. They fled from the UK after a torrent of racist abuse, hounding, harassment, and vilification. My family, that is what happened to Harry and Meghan, and they were forced to leave. There was no other option or choice. And now it seems the UK media want to harass Harry and Meghan, using US ambassadors to try and acquire a negative comment from that US ambassador. Don't forget, my family, one thing that happened and has been happening. Remember that former President Donald J. Trump has been used by the UK media to try and spread negativity and hatred and mock Harry, and especially the target, Meghan Markle. We have seen that happening in real time. And those negative comments about Harry and Meghan have been plastered, on UK media front pages. My family, that is what has happened. So clearly, they want the followers of the former President Donald J. Trump to try and to hate on Harry and Meghan. My family, by doing this, they are confirming what Harry said, that the UK media is putting the lives of Harry, Meghan, and their children in so much danger. But my family, there is one positive though. One thing that I love about the US is that they won't spend, the media there, they won't spend day after day after day after day bullying and harassing one couple, like what is happening in the UK, where politicians are even asked questions to try and get input about Harry and Meghan. Just give a negative comment and end up on the front page. The sad thing is, that is what happens. People whom you don't even know their names are getting publicity in the UK by doing one thing, saying something negative about Harry and Meghan. You have people like, for instance, Andrew Tate. He was only invited to UK TV shows right after, only when he said negative comments about Harry and Meghan. That's how they know they will be invited on UK TV shows to get publicity of inciting hate against Harry and Meghan. My family, you only need to look at what is happening to get an idea, an understanding of exactly what is happening. This hate for profit campaign against Harry and Meghan Markle. And I find it so despicable that instead of UK media focusing on the economy, improving relations between the US and the UK, they are more focused on asking the US ambassador to try and get a negative comment about Harry and Meghan that they can use to rile up, followers, supporters, monarchists, and even any single person who follows these right-wing media outlets, ideas, right-wing ideas. They want them to also hate on Harry and Meghan all the way from the US. And no wonder they asked this question to a US ambassador. My family, look at even the interviewer. Let me show you once again. Look at the interviewer when she's asking a question about Harry and Meghan. She feels deep inside of her that what she's asking is not what she's supposed to ask to a US ambassador, but she does it anyway. Because she's looking for a negative comment. That is what they are told to get. Anything negative about Harry and Meghan, please just look at the body language of the interviewer. My family, I'm always told that if you are an interviewer, at least that's what I learned, really. At least that is what I learned. If you are an interviewer, you must look at the person you are interviewing right in the eye. Please look at this BBC, correspondent. When they're asking a pathetic question to the US ambassador, my family, aren't they ever ashamed of themselves? Please just look at this first of all once again. For those who haven't been able to look at this, please look at this once again.
You've been here at an extraordinary time, as you said. You were sworn in while the Queen was still alive, and you've met the new king now.
Yes.
There's also been huge attention and discussion of
She
Harry
does
and
not look
Meghan's
her
move
in the
to
eye. Look at
US.
that.
Is there a lot of sympathy for Harry and Meghan in America, do you think?
I never like to go into family dynamic.
Okay, you've been here.
The US ambassador answered well.
Okay, you've been here at an extraordinary time, as you said. You were sworn in while the Queen was still alive, and you've met the new king now.
Yes.
There's also been huge attention and discussion of Harry and Meghan's move to the US. Is there a lot of sympathy for Harry and Meghan in America, do you think?
I never like to go into family dynamic.
Okay, you've been here.
I never like going into family dynamics. I understand why this woman was made to become the US ambassador. Because she uses basic common sense. She is a diplomat, an ambassador who understands her job. She understands why she's there in the UK. But it seems the UK media don't understand what role, what her job truly is. My family. And don't forget, this family drama was created by the UK media itself. That is what happened. They are the ones who created this family drama. They are the ones who sent out correspondents all the way to Mexico to live right next door to Thomas Markle. It is them who manipulated Thomas Markle, gave him money. It is them who then, right after giving Thomas Markle money, then they said, oh look, he has staged photos with paparazzi, then made it into a scandal. It is them, the UK media, right before Harry married Meghan. It is they, tabloids, who create these stories. They don't report the news, they create the news. Meghan said that in the Oprah interview. And those words are very, very much true. My family, I love how the US ambassador responded that she does not meddle into family, dynamics. My family, that is the right way to respond. That is the right thing to do. And I applaud, her response. I applaud her response 100%. And that is what every single person, politician, anyone in the UK, celebrities, when you are asked questions about Harry and Meghan Markle, that is how you should respond. You do not meddle in family, dynamics or drama. That is not what you do. You don't meddle in family matters. That is what you should say. Just like the US ambassador. My family. And my family, people online have got a lot to say about this. Now, someone said that, oh, look, the Rangers with a press card, aka British journalists. My family. Did this interviewer, someone asked this question, someone called Ellen asked this, didn't see the interview. Did Laura, the interviewer, ask if Andrew was still a person of interest to the FBI? The answer is no. She did not ask any question about Andrew. Nope. If you're going to ask about Harry and Meghan to try and get a negative comment, why not ask a question about someone who is actually, a person of interest to the FBI? And they wanted to question Prince Andrew. Why not ask that question? Is Andrew still a person of interest to the FBI, to the US ambassador? Because that involves an actual criminal investigation. But my family, they won't ask that question. And that would have actually been a very, very good question, by the way. A very good question, by the way. Now, my family, someone called Carol said that you are asking this ambassador about Harry and Meghan. Of all the questions you could ask her, I love her American response. Keep focused on what brought you there on that day. Indeed, very, very much true. And don't forget, these are the same people who demand that Harry and Meghan keep quiet, keep their mouth shut. Yet they can't keep their mouth shut about Harry and Meghan. And when Harry and Meghan respond, they'll be like, how could they? How dare they? They're disrespecting their whole family, the king, oh, William, oh, how sad. How could they? Yet they're the ones who are always trying to fish for comments, negative comments about Harry and Meghan. But somehow don't want for Harry and Meghan to respond to the lies, innuendo, propaganda that the UK media have waged against Harry and Meghan, in the war against Harry and Meghan. You know, someone said, Brit asks American ambassador about an American family living in America, minding their American business. Is there nothing else going on in England? Someone said that, my family. Someone else that the UK media want, the entire earth, everyone, to hate on Harry and Meghan because Harry and Meghan, won't play the game. Because Harry and Meghan won't just shut up and put up with their abuse and keep quiet. Because Harry and Meghan have exposed the UK media as being very racist and bigoted, something they confirm every single day. Because Harry and Meghan have exposed them, for not just hounding his mother, Diana, to her death, not just hounding Caroline Flack to her death, but now they want to do the same thing to his wife, Meghan Markle, and even Harry himself. My family, because of being exposed, UK media isn't all too happy. And they want every single person to also incite hate against Harry and Meghan. Wake up. I said this before. Don't allow yourself to be used in this hate campaign against Harry and Meghan. Please, please, and please, don't allow yourself to be used in the tabloid media and the royal family's hate campaign against Harry and Meghan. They hate that Harry and Meghan are way more popular. They smeared Harry and Meghan to crush them. Harry and Meghan left and told the truth with their whole heart, not leaks through the media. My family, they hate that Harry and Meghan are so popular, despite the bullying they have put Harry and Meghan through all of these years. And my family, in our question, do Americans have sympathy for Harry and Meghan? Yes, they do. Millions of people have read Harry's memoir Spare, and the feedback has been people wishing for Harry to heal from the trauma that he has faced. People calling out the royal cult for the pain they have put Harry and Meghan to. You are people wishing that Harry and Meghan are happy after all they have endured. My family, that has been the response, except of course from the UK media, who are always angry, and always doing what they do, spreading hate for profit against Harry and Meghan. My family, someone called Sammy Daniels said this, that she's asking about Harry and Meghan like their move was a political issue. Why would she comment on something personal when she has no idea what it's all about? Listen, you know how poorly you treated Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. You know the BBC itself bullied Harry's daughter, Lilibet, over a name. People working at the BBC. The point that Harry had to call in the lawyers. You know the pain you've caused Harry all of his life. My family, I love that Harry has exposed them, really, for the pain that they have caused him. And clearly, they intend on trying to continue causing Harry and Meghan pain. Harry and Meghan are loved. We love them. The world loves them. No matter this UK media smear campaign has been an absolute failure. You know, someone said that, UK interviewer said, US ambassador, we are here discussing important political matters. You've heard that a nearly 40-year-old married UK man with 2 kids moved out of his grandma's house, got a job, and bought his first home. Tell me how Americans feel about that. That's a good one. That's a good one, really. That's a good one. You've heard that a nearly 40-year-old married UK man with 2 kids moved out of his grandma's house, got a job, and bought his first home. Tell me, how do Americans feel about that? Because in the UK, it's unheard of here. My family, they would have loved so much if Harry stayed there, begging for money from Charles, while they bully, mock him, and abuse him for sport. That is what they would have loved. They would have loved for Meghan to leave Harry and say, I've had enough of the abuse and just leave Harry. Well, that hasn't happened, and that won't happen, and that will never ever happen, because Harry and Meghan have shown that through it all, love wins. And it just goes to show the unethical and unprofessional conduct of the UK media and just how they behave. Someone said that this was so unprofessional. I just wish people would start calling this behavior out in real time. Until UK journalists start getting called out and embarrassed on the national stage, they will not stop being unprofessional. Someone said that, what is wrong with the UK media? What an asinine question. American ambassadors are there to represent the US government on behalf of the president, not to gossip about Harry and Meghan, 2 people who are not involved with the US government. Thanks, Ambassador Hartley, for your professionalism. Someone called Anne B said that, my family. Indeed, really. Indeed, very, very much true. Someone else said that she is turning into a Piers Morgan. Is she going to ask every American she meets whether the USA is Team Harry and Meghan, while smiling tightly, hoping for a negative answer because that is what they were looking for? And the thing is, someone pointed out that the Sun editor went there to the BBC, and yet they never ever asked them a question about Jeremy Clarkson's vile article inciting violence against Meghan Markle. Why? Because you know why. They're all in it together in this smear campaign against Harry and Meghan, because Harry and Meghan are not bending the knee to the powerful UK media owned by billionaires, because Harry and Meghan aren't bending the knee, but exposing them for being corrupt, unethical, unprofessional. And may they keep exposing them, really. May Harry and Meghan keep exposing the corrupt UK media. Someone said that, translation, focus on what the royal family, government are doing for our future generations and leave Harry and Meghan alone. They are failing, everyone. The smear campaign is failing. The smear campaign is a failure. The smear campaign is a failure. And no wonder you have them conducting polls to try and say otherwise. UK media are panicking. They are panicking. This time, destroying, a member of the royal family, the spare and his wife, has proved very, very difficult. Destroying spares was more like a walk in the park for the UK media in the past, from Andrew to Margaret. It was a walk in the park. But now, it's just so difficult. It's so difficult, really. They're failing, and they know they're failing. This smear campaign has been a failure. Now, someone said that I know the ambassador will go back to DC, to Washington, and talk about how obsessed and ridiculous the UK has become with Harry and Meghan in America. Someone called Emily said that she, the interviewer, was just hoping and praying that she would say something negative so the papers will print on the front page, in font 900, in the biggest font, in the hate campaign against Harry and Meghan. My family, Meghan Markle, in the Harry and Meghan documentary, said that you are making people want to kill me. You, the UK media, are making people want to kill me. Did they hear? They heard those words loud and clear. But they don't care. The media does not care. They want for blood to spill so badly. They have a bloodlust. You can say that they have a bloodlust, really. Because what's happening, is not normal. It isn't. It isn't. One thing I'm happy about, Harry and Meghan living in the US is that they have the safe space. They have the safe space. The amazing home in Montecito. An amazing neighborhood. Day by day, Harry and Meghan continue to succeed, thrive, and make even more and more money. I'm happy about that. I'm also happy that in the US, media outlets won't spend 24 hours a day bullying one couple. You open your TV in the UK, BBC is speaking to the US ambassador, and instead of asking, her the right questions, she ends up looking for a negative comment about Harry and Meghan. At least in the US, Harry and Meghan won't have to open the TV, watch the news, and watch themselves being abused by the media 24 hours a day, each and every single day of the week. My family, at least that won't happen in the US, and that's why I'm happy, really, about Harry and Meghan choosing to live in the US, really. Aside from the fact that, California is also Meghan's home. Someone said that how embarrassing. What a petty and sad little country. These people make it seem like. Someone said that. And yet, when the editor of The Sun was there, since she loves so much asking about, questions about Harry and Meghan, why did she not ask the editor of The Sun about Jeremy Clarkson's vile article, vile piece, inciting violence against Meghan Markle? Since she likes to ask about Meghan and Harry so much, why did she not ask about that? They are all in on it, and no wonder we call it, that this smear campaign is a coordinated smear campaign meant to break Harry and Meghan, meant to physically and psychologically, mentally hurt, cause harm to Harry and Meghan. No wonder we call it a coordinated smear campaign, because that is what it is. And it has been going on for quite a long, long time. You know, my family, someone called Harley said that, what is it with the UK media? They had tried to ruin Meghan's life, and she left the country with her family. Charles, William, and the palace are so desperate to control the narrative and Harry and Meghan that they are now trying to coerce the US ambassador to do their dirty work, to incite hate against Harry and Meghan. They don't want for Harry and Meghan to be at peace, to live in peace in the UK. They also don't want Harry and Meghan to live in peace in their sanctuary at the United States of America. In the US, they also don't want Harry and Meghan to live in peace. My family, this smear campaign must be called out. People must openly voice and condemn this smear campaign. They must condemn this smear campaign. It's too much. It's too much, really. Now, someone said that Laura, the interviewer, should focus on things happening in the UK and not Harry and Meghan, who live in the US. It's really embarrassing. Someone said that. Now, someone said that these reporters are a complete write-off. No surprise if the US ambassadors instructs her press officers never to accept interviews on this program ever again. What relevance is it to ask the ambassador, the US ambassador, about Harry and Meghan? The level of professionalism of UK reporters is unsurprisingly low. Someone said that. Now, someone called Ali said that the UK media has really, really lost it. The media in the UK are just embarrassing. Very much embarrassing. Very, very much embarrassing. Listen, UK media are trying to get people to jump on this hate bandwagon against Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. And no wonder any single person who says a negative comment about Harry and Meghan in the UK, when a retreat even, was allowed to be on UK TV because of saying a negative comment about Harry and Meghan. That's how they do it. And they're asking people to join and jump into the hate bandwagon against Harry and Meghan. The tabloids, the media in the UK, they rule by intimidation, by coercion. However, them going after Harry and Meghan has not worked. It has been a failure. A failure, a failure, a failure. I mean, after all these years of smearing Harry and Meghan, and still, to this day, you haven't destroyed Harry and Meghan, it's clear it has been a failure. To this day, you are trying to drum up hate against Harry and Meghan. It's clear. The smear campaign has been a failure. And the sooner they admit that and move on from Harry and Meghan, the better. Harry and Meghan have won. They have won. Harry and Meghan never started this war. They never waged this war. The family. However, they, Harry and Meghan, are winning this war by being genuine, by being truthful, and may God bless them immensely. May God bless Harry and Meghan. My family, now what do you think about this, UK media, BBC, unhinged question to the US ambassador about Harry and Meghan, trying to get a negative comment? I want to hear your opinion on that, my family. Hate never wins, love wins, and Harry and Meghan have won. My family, if to this day, after 6 long years of smearing Harry and Meghan, after Harry and Meghan fleeing the UK, still they're trying to get someone to say something negative about Harry and Meghan, My family, the smear campaign has been a failure. And you love to see it. And please, with that and so much more, kindly stay tuned to our next video. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and support our ever-growing family on YouTube. And kindly stay tuned to our next video. Love you, always and forever. God bless Harry, Meghan, Archie, and Lipedana and Dora Raglan, and all of you members of the squad at home. Stay tuned to our next video. Hello, members of Zesco Family TV. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your support that you give us to our channel. We don't take it for granted that you support this channel. I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for lending out your support and fighting against injustices, supporting Prince Harry and Meghan, showing them love. Love will always triumph over evil, and for that I say thank you. Good will always prevail over bad. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for joining this community, this amazing community of Zesco Family TV. I love you so much, family, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the best. May you have a great day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of things. With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Leave a comment below, like, and subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Sayonara.